Hey everybody, welcome to part 4 of our Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Zelda's Birthday, 100% full game playthrough, and we will be hitting 100%. There is one little technicality, but we'll get to that later. Let's see, so we've already established that this is not a fully official Zelda game. This is another one of those unofficial beta projects, ROM hacks. So, if you want to play this yourself, go on to Google, type in Ocarina of Time, Zelda's Birthday. Then you'll have to Google retro arches. Forget the space, forget the S at the end of arches. If you want the game to look nice and pretty like it's been on this playthrough, throw another search into Google for custom texture packs for retro arch. Maybe add in Mupin or Mupin Plus 64. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to be pronounced, but anyway. So as far as this game goes, this is going to be the last episode, and unfortunately this is my second take at recording this due to a glitch that ultimately prevented me from getting one of the endings, and it took quite a bit of time yesterday to find a workaround, but I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, so we'll talk about that workaround when we get to where it became necessary. So we know the story of this game so far. We're getting ready to celebrate Zelda's birthday. Link forgot to get her a present because, he was busy sleeping. And Ruto, Malon, and Soraya all got presents that were stolen, so, we had to go recover those presents. Last episode in particular, we found ourselves literally in the depths of hell to recover Ruto's stolen present. And then we also found the Megaton Hammer, which gives us access to a few of the... I think the Megaton Hammer is necessary for at least one of the other endings. So in this episode, we're going to knock off any lingering odds and ends that we haven't picked up yet, which I think, honestly, if I remember correctly from the first take, is just one capacity upgrade, one more item, and then... So we're gonna knock out everything that's left in this game in this episode. We'll pick up whatever we have left to pick up, and then go ahead and get the other 3 endings. So, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll see the endings. I'm not doing the endings in the numerical order as listed in the game. I'm doing them in the order that makes everything fit together the best way for my custom official fanfiction timeline here. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and, it is a birthday, so let's get this party started. Double check here, make sure that I reset the save properly after yesterday's failed attempt. Alright, so we have everything that we got last episode that led us to the first kind of boring, unsatisfying ending. Alright, yeah, we're good. Everything's where it should be. Oh, yeah, oops, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright. So, first things first, let's go find what I consider to be probably an even more unsatisfying ending than the first one. But it is kind of funny, so it's not completely bad. So, when we got the Ocarina last episode and learned Zelda's Lullaby again, that got us access to the gate where the Master Sword used to be in the Temple of Time. And this time around we got the invitation, which gained us access to the new Hyrule Castle up the Death Mountain Trail. Now there is one other place that the Ocarina will grant us access to. Well, not the Ocarina, but, well, yeah, the Ocarina and specifically Zelda's Lullaby. I'm not going to bother with any unnecessary stuff this time around, so all these enemies coming at us can just keep on coming, and we're just going to keep on going. We already got the heart container that was here, so... Oh, as we get towards this ending, we'll also see that that little technicality for 100% that I was talking about. I mean, technically I am skipping a few things because I'm not going to save up money to buy the Zora and Goron tunics, even though they are available to buy. But, I mean, yeah. There's really no benefit to getting them in this game, so I'm not counting them. Alright, let's fire up our handy-dandy ocarina and get rid of this waterfall. So this is going to be interesting. So when we tried to go to Goron City, it took us into the Eagle Dungeon, which that was a remake of the Eagle Dungeon from the original Legend of Zelda game. Now if we try to go into Zora's Domain, it skips right over and takes us to Zora's Fountain. But it takes us to where the Great Fairy Fountain was. Oh, I wonder if I can play the song here. See if this does... Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Nope. So this area has been recoded to be the fishing minigame area, so we can't use any of our items. Now, we can explore around here for the most part. But what's going to happen is, if we try to go over to where Jabu Jabu's altar was and the actual Zora's Domain entrance from this area, we can't get over there. Because that area was not included in the game because there was no point in having it there. So, yeah, so here we are in the Zora's Fountain, which is now also the home of the fishing minigame. So, I believe we can still get a piece of heart from the fishing minigame, but, you know, I'm just not really feeling it. I did the fishing minigame in the original Ocarina of Time because I absolutely wanted to get everything, but I've seen some people say you can get a full 11th heart in this game, but you know, I checked out a couple other people do 100% playthrough on this, and there is only 10 hearts, so I'm not going to worry about this one heart piece because to me it's not worth the time and aggravation to get it because I despise this fishing minigame. I don't have the patience to go out and fish in real life, never mind in a game where I'm just trying to, you know, have fun. So anyway, we talked to this guy. We are going to start the fishing minigame. Well, do you want to go fishing for 20 rupees? Not really, but I have to, so... Oh no, you don't have a rumble pack. With a rumble pack, you can feel the vibrations of a fish on your hook. This time, no rumble for you. Rumble your face off your desk, buddy. Okay, listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press Z to look at a fish. While looking at a fish, you can cast your line with B. Press A to break the line. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it with the analog stick. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel in your lure with A. Hold down A and R to reel it in faster. If you feel a hit, press A and down to set the hook. After that, reel it in with A. You understand? I'm so generous I'll let you fish for as long as you want. However, you can keep only one fish. The biggest fish is only 6 pounds. After you cast, you can change your view with Z. I was not paying attention when I did this the first time. I thought I had to catch that big lunker. I just gotta get something that's more than 6 pounds. You know what? Let's give it one shot. Let's give it one shot. Let's see if we can get a fish bigger than 6 pounds. Let's try this. I'll try it once. I bet that little bastard right there is... that's probably only a 3-pounder. Oh, there's a big one over there somewhere. Let's try it. Come on, take the bait. You're gonna take the bait? Come on. Oh, that line's gonna snap. Well, it's about 3 pounds, really? No, I don't want to keep that one. Alright, damn, that sucks. Which means that one's probably not any bigger. Yeah, it's gotta be another little 3-pounder. I'll spend a little bit of time trying this, I guess, just because since I already know where to go for the other endings now, this episode isn't gonna take all that long. That's probably only like 2 pounds, let's see. Alright, come on, there's gotta be a 6er over there somewhere. That one, if I can get that one, I bet that's, gotta be at least 6 pounds, come on. I'm sure that's the one, because he's the only one that doesn't want to take the bait. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Oh well. Where did the big one go? Oh, come on. Come on. Alright. We'll get it. We'll get it. Where's that big guy? That one. Oh, nope, there's the big guy that I wanted. Now, this one's putting up a little bit of a fight. Maybe this will be it. Let's make a save state in case I lose the line here. Come on. Come on. Please be 6. Come on. 4 pounds. Come on. At least if I get the other ones out of the way, it should make it easier to hook this one. Come on, take the bait. Take the bait. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know you're well over what I need. Come on. Come on. Come on, you little butt munch. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not gonna cook you. I'm not gonna kill you. Catch and release. definitely be big enough if I can hook it. Scratch that. I already hooked it. I gotta reel it in. Come on. Come on. Ooh, she's a fighter. This is a real lunker. Let's see. It weighs 10 pounds. Boom! You want to keep it? Absolutely I do. Alright, let's go see if there actually is a heart piece for this still. What do you want? So, ending credits. So this is actually one of the endings, but since I caught the fish, let's get the heart piece. Whoa! This fish is huge! It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 10 pounds. Seriously, okay, here's your prize. I'll be damned. Okay, so now we actually will have 100% because, like I said, there were supposedly 2 other heart pieces we can get, but I have not seen anybody get them in any of the playthroughs I watched to study up on this, so yeah, that should be all of them. Oops. Yeah, that's the debug screen. We don't want to go into that. Cool, so we have all 10 hearts that are available, plus the 2 extra heart pieces that we could get. You know, I'll look around for the other 2 heart pieces that you can supposedly get, but I don't think you can actually get them. At least not on the version of the game I'm playing, because there's many different versions of the game. I just played the one that I actually was able to make run. So, you know, it might vary from version to version, but on this one, I believe that's all the heart pieces we could possibly get. Alright, save state that in case this tweaks out on me. What do you want? Alright, so now let's go ahead and do the ending credits, and this does actually count as one of the endings. Congratulations, you found the game's 4th and final ending. Did you find the other 3? No, not yet, but well, it was my choice to get this one first. This level lacks the polish found in the rest of the hack. I mean unofficial beta project. Yeah, I said hack. Let's get real here. What you're playing is nothing but a sloppy old-school ROM hack. Anyways, this level is filled with invisible actors and cheap actor placements to make it functional. I'm standing on time blocks for crying out loud. John Smith account did the best he could. Thank you, John. By the time he made it this far, he just didn't care anymore how sloppy this bonus was as long as it was playable. Well, he made it playable, so again, thank you, John. I do hope you enjoyed the hack. A lot of work went into it. Speaking of which, the credits. Credits. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Zelda's Birthday. Level design. First dungeon, original, John Smith account. First dungeon, remix, Spin Out, Punk 7890, and Jason. Third dungeon, Zuwan, I think it's Zuwan. Not trying to be offensive and mispronounce it on purpose, I'm pretty sure it's Zuwan. Skulltula Houseport, oh yeah, spoiler, we haven't found that yet. Dark Link 77 and John Smith account. Advanced techniques, hacking. Palm, port, and hammer. Spin Out. Too much to even list. Sendemos. Beta testers. Waria, Zuwan. Special thanks to Nintendo and Shigeru Miyamoto for giving us such a wonderful game series. Absolutely. To Dark Link 77 and Zuwan, encourage me to keep at it. To MN Golden Eagle and Cool, UOT forever. To me, you two were ZSO. To Despair, your actor list is invaluable. And to the rest of ZSO. And yes, it's over. Alright, so yes, that actually counts as one of the endings, as far as the game creator, John Smith. Oh, can't take the rod out of here. Oops. We're stealing the rod. Yep, so the developer had intended this to be the last ending that was found, but again, that doesn't quite work for how I'm fitting this into my overall story, so I wanted to get this one out of the way first. Because the other 2 endings, I put my own, fanfiction narrative spin on them to make it work for that you know, so that everything can actually happen the way it shows in the game. Alright, anyway, before I say too much and start spoiling shit, let's go ahead and get moving here. Alright, so that's ending number 2, and we now have all of the heart pieces. And I say that with pretty much 100% confidence, because, like I said, the other 2 heart pieces that are supposedly obtainable in this game, I have not seen anybody actually get on this version. There is also, supposedly, a random single gold skulltula in this area, but I've gone up and down the river, I don't see it. When I ran into the problem attempting to record this episode yesterday, I scoured everywhere, all the corners of the Kingdom of Hyrule to try to figure out what it is I was missing, but I wasn't missing anything. It's just an unfortunate glitch that some people seem to experience on this version and some don't, and in this case, I'm one of the unlucky ones that did. Alright, anyway, I'm done bitching about that for now. So for the third ending, which I think in-game is considered the third ending as well, actually, I'm pretty sure. We are going to go back to Kokiri Forest, and we are going to have our handy-dandy Megaton Hammer equipped. Almost glad I had to re-record this episode, because I gave up on the fishing minigame last time and was gonna do it again this time, but wow, hey, you know, we ended up getting it. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Lost Woods. This way. Now, supposedly, there's a heart piece for doing the Skull Kid Ocarina matching minigame that was in the original game, but there's no Skull Kid there. There's a Deku Business Scrub. Now, ironically, we actually do need something from this guy. Oh, come on. I surrender! To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku Nuts, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. Let's do it. You can now carry even more Deku Nuts. You can carry up to 40. And that is our last capacity upgrade. At least as far as what I've seen in other people playing through this. Now we're also going to go over here. So, in here, right, and I'm not sure if there's any NPC that actually tells you this in-game, and I'm not going to look around to find out. Just get him out of the way real quick. I give up. If you let me go, I will sell you a Deku Shield. It's 50 rupees. I already have one, sorry. Alright, so this rock, we know from the original that there is, I'm pretty sure it's in the original, there's a secret grotto under this. We couldn't really do anything because we've been through basically this entire game and we don't have any bombs. But now, because we picked up the optional Megaton Hammer in the, you know, when we went to the depths of hell, we can just do this. Now, like I said, I already tried to record this episode once, so I already know where this leads, but where do you guys think it leads? Let's find out. The other side of the bridge in Gerudo Valley, and there's only one place we could possibly go from here, so let's pretend I haven't already done this and assume we're supposed to go to Gerudo Fortress. And listen to this absolute banger piece of music. Alright, so this is a bit of a bitch as Child Link because the yeah, we don't really have anything that can effectively stun them, so we are more or less... Oh, actually, you know what? I remember this now. We cannot go up that way. We're going to get caught no matter what. We got to go over here. I spent a good half hour on take one trying to get by the guards right there, and it just wasn't happening. So, the shitty thing here is, if you get caught in this ROM hack, it doesn't just put you in a cell. It puts you at the beginning of the area on the other side of the bridge, and you have to go all the way back around to the Lost Woods. So that's why I'm using the save states here and absolutely abusing that option. So, the cells are empty because we're here as Child Link, and, you know, there's nobody here that got locked up. So the million-dollar question is, what are we even here for? What do we have to do here that's going to lead us to another ending? Well, all we can really do is just kind of explore and see what areas we can actually get to without getting caught. Oh, shit. Alright, this one is probably one of the worst ones to get by. So you have a very, very limited amount of time when she turns around to get by, so I am literally going to crouch here because this did work once. I'm going to wait for her to come back and then turn around and go the other way again. Alright, so this takes us through another area where somebody would have been held captive, one of the carpenters. Alright, so I believe if we go in here, there's no way to get through. I didn't actually check last time. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that we're getting through there as Child Link, because we don't have the hook shot to get over there, and it's, yeah. So we have this crate right here, right? So let's go ahead and climb on up. Let's go ahead and jump up here. And no guards, so we can assume this is where we're supposed to go. You know, we could probably drop down here and immediately get caught by that Gerudo commander or whatever she is, but instead we're going to go ahead and climb up here. There's a treasure chest over there. Now, again, somebody said that you can get a heart piece in this area in one of the versions of this game, and I would assume it would be the one that was left in the 3DS version that you could get with the moon jump. But I can't get the moon jump code to work for this this version of the game, so I can't get up there to check, and I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just gonna assume that there's no way you're meant to get up there in this version. All right, we got Bomb Chew. So we just got 10 Bomb Chew. And I believe those are the only 10 Bomb Chew we can get in the game, and the only 10 bombs at all we can get in the game, unless we were to go in and, like, you know, edit our inventory with a save editor or something. But we have these 10 Bomb Chew, and there's really only one place we need to use them to get one of the endings. Alright, so it really doesn't matter if we get caught now, because that's the only way we're going to be getting out of here anyway. Poke around a little bit. I very much doubt there's a heart piece just sitting in a room somewhere here. Yeah, see, that's it. There we go. Whatever. Yeah, I do think we have all the heart pieces we can get in the game. Alright, so... what we're we're going to do now is, since we do still have the invitation... Alright, so, to actually get this next ending, you have to get the Megaton Hammer under the well, or in the depths of hell. You know what? I did say the Megaton Hammer was optional earlier, but I don't know. Do you need the Megaton Hammer to fight Volvagi, or can you fight him without it? I don't remember. But let's say the Megaton Hammer's not optional, but it's just like kinda, you know, it's one of those things that you can miss if you don't fully explore under the well. But anyway, you need the Megaton Hammer to bust the rock in the Lost Woods, to get to Gerudo Fortress, to get the Bomb Chew, because we absolutely need the Bomb Chew to be able to access this next ending. And you do need the invitation, because we have to move forward as if we were going to do the first ending again. So we need the invitation to open the gate to the new top secret Hyrule Castle. We may actually have to wait for it to turn daytime. See if we can get into the castle at night. King's probably screaming like, "You're too young to have a nighttime birthday party!" Alright, so before we do this, because I guess there is something about doing this ending where the game could end up permalocked. So I'm gonna save the game right now. And we are not gonna save during the during what comes in a minute, and we're gonna go ahead and make a save state here. Alright. Oh, what's this? So, you've been invited to Zelda's birthday party. Okay, go on in. Please enjoy yourself and have a good time. Alright, let's go ahead and throw those bomb shoes on for a second. Kind of cool to be able to go through this area and not have the guards come at you with a spear pointed at your throat. Kids shouldn't be wandering around at nighttime. Go home until morning. Alright, what are you, my dad? Alright, so... see if this guy says anything that, like, indicates what we're about to do. Hey, son, what are you doing wandering around this late at night? Oh, no. Oh, I get it. You're testing your courage, aren't you? You must want to go to a haunted house. There's a house in Kakariko Village that's said to be cursed. Why not go right now and see what's inside? After this. What, too scared? Fuck you, buddy. Alright, so. Yeah, so. You know, we came here once for the first ending, and we noticed this rock that obviously has the bombable sound. So, yeah, so this is where, in the original Hyrule Castle, the Great Fairy Fountain would have been. So let's blow it up. Oops. Huh, really? There we go. Alright, and then we're gonna want that Megaton Hammer back. got the slingshot. Wish I had a few more seeds, but whatever. Alright, so... question marks! So again, this was in old Hyrule Castle, this was the Great Fairy Fountain. Link, isn't that... it's that legendary blade. The Master Sword. So they moved the Master Sword from the shrine in the Temple of Time and made this new shrine here instead of, you know, rebuilding the Fairy Fountain, which I'm sure pissed the Great Fairy off a little bit, but... yeah, so here's the Master Sword, and when we draw this, we'll get another ending. Well, not immediately. This is going to be good. Link, I am Rauru, one of the ancient sages. Yeah, we've met. By pulling the Master Sword from its hidden resting place, you have broken the seal placed on the sacred realm. You are the only one who can prevent the evil sealed there from escaping. It's all up to you now. Yep. We get to fight Big Bad Man-Bear-Pig Ganon as Kid Link. What's going on? Where are we? Uh-oh. This seems oddly familiar. Alright, so... for the story of this ROM hack, that fairy is supposed to be Navi. But... the way I'm fitting it into my overall hybrid timeline is that's Tattle from Majora's Mask. Because, you know, we had Tail with us in Voyager of Time. This time we have Tattle. So, we'll say... We'll adjust that line to mean that Link had told Tattle and Tail the story of the fight with Ganon and whatnot. Before the first timeline reset business at the end of Ocarina. Alright, yeah, so we get to go fight Big Bad Man-Bear-Pig Ganon. He's real, super serial. Al Gore was right all along, Man-Bear-Pig is real. We're going to go fight Big Bad Ganon as Child Link and hope that the one fairy in a bottle that we have is enough to get us through this fight. Well, Link, it's been nice knowing you. Alright, so we are going to run like hell and get out of range of this. Oh, shit. So we are only Child Link, so if he hits us, we are taking a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm trying very hard to stay close to the sword. Oh shit! Yeah, so basically if we try to approach from the other side, we're gonna get hit, like it's basically guaranteed. Well, even there. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I have that berry for the second phase. I mean, I guess I can just keep abusing the save states, but... Where's the sword? Shit. Oh no! Link, the Master Sword, hurry up! Alright, so, even though the sprite is still the Kokiri sword, it is counted as the Master Sword, so it should take the same number of hits for this second phase as it would in the original. Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright. Alright, so what we can do here is... Oh my god! Yeah, we're gonna die. I may have to really abuse the save state. So this is a little trickier without the light arrows, as we can see. Yeah, no, not happening. There we go. Alright. Hey, where's Zelda? It's me, Rauru. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. Use your sword to finish him. This is so funny because the Kokiri sword is so short that it doesn't even actually show it sticking in his head. Hi-ya! Link, you did it! Welcome, Link. I am the essence of the Triforce. The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. Now touch it with a wish in your heart. Very well, your wish will be granted. Prepare to see your future. So the Gerudo have taken over Hyrule Castle, and Link is just fucking done with everything. That look on his face just says, I'm done. This is bullshit. Oh, Samus and Kirby. Alright, so that is the third ending. And when you think about it, that's probably the worst ending because, again, Hyrule Castle has been sacked by the Gerudo. So even though we killed Ganon, it's pretty safe to say that we kept the seal intact. So here's the way that here's the way I'm interpreting this ending as far as my timeline goes. Even though we sealed Ganon, well, we of course stupidly broke the seal again by pulling the Master Sword, but then we, resealed him. But, 7 years come and go, and Ganon breaks free again, and apparently since Naboru wasn't invited to Zelda's birthday party, I guess she decided to join Ganon in sacking the castle. So Link has seen the future now, and now we gotta see if we can do anything to change the future, for the umpteen trillionth time in this timeline. Alright, so I'm going to pause this recording for a second so I can reset the game to before we enter the castle area. Alright, so here we are where we were before entering the castle and fighting Ganon to get the third ending. So now it's time to get the final ending. And this is also where it's time to talk about the glitch I ran into that prevented me from getting this ending on take 1 of this episode yesterday, and how I got around it in case anybody else decides to play this for themselves and runs into that same problem. So the castle guard told us that there was a haunted house in Kakariko Village. Now we know this is the Skulltula house in the original, and I just want to see if I can pick up some, I'm basically looking to see if I can fill up my my Deku seeds for the slingshot, because we're going to need a few of them in here. In fact, we're going to need a lot of them in here. So, and we saw in the credits ending that there was something about the Skulltula house, and we haven't been in there yet. So I saved this ending for last for a reason. That reason, again, being that this is the way everything fits better for my little hybrid timeline. So if we talk to this guy, right? See that old house over there, Sonny? He's drunk. Whoever it belongs to leaves it unlocked at night. One night I went into it, by mistake of course, and fell down the steep walkway in there. I had to walk backwards to get out. They should tear that old death trap down. Alright, so fell down a steep thing there. So now in the original game, we know this is literally just the house where the cursed Skulltula family lives. But when we go in here, looks a little bit different. This wasn't here before, and this room had, like, the family's furniture and stuff. Okay, so before we delve into this, let's talk about the glitch. So, right here, there is a soft patch of soil. So it would stand to reason, since we're in a house of Skulltula, that you would drop some bugs into that patch of soft soil and one of those little golden bastards would come out. Well, it's supposed to, but in this particular version of the game, for some reason, it won't. So I did, we'll get into the area and you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll make more sense, but there are 30 Skulltulas in this house, just like if you were playing Majora's Mask in one of the spider houses. And I could only get to 28, because 2 of these soft soil patches that are supposed to spawn a gold Skulltula would not spawn a gold fucking skulltula. Now, it took me quite a bit of time yesterday after I tried to do this episode. It took me pretty much the rest of the afternoon looking around for some kind of workaround. And I finally found it. There's this newer website, and I will put the link to it in this episode description for anybody else who runs into this problem, where you can take your save data, drop it in, edit some things, whatever you want to edit, and then pop it back in, and it'll make the changes. If anyone's familiar with the PK hex editor for Pokemon games, it's kind of like that, except right now there doesn't appear to be any offline version, but we can hope. So I already went ahead and made a clean save at the start of the game with the same changes that are necessary for me to get through this. So the only change I made with the save editor, I didn't go crazy and completely break anything. All I did was I went into the save editor and made it so that I already had 4 gold skulltulas. And I made sure to select 4 gold skulltulas that would not be possible to get outside of this area, just to make sure it doesn't conflict with any of the ones that are already in here. So, there are 30 gold skulltulas. 4 of them are in soft soil patches. I did get 2 of the soil patches to spawn them yesterday, but I don't want to do a take 3 on this episode, so I'm not taking any chances. So, I told the game that I have 4 gold skulltulas when I did the save editor. That way, these 4 gold skulltulas that are in soil patches, I don't have to worry about. So now we can get the 30 gold skulltulas and see the final ending of this game. And again, I will put the link to that save editor in the description, just for anybody who wants to play this themselves and runs into this same game-breaking glitch that I did. So yeah, so there's a skulltula there, we already have it. At least now we do. Alright, so, we look down here. There should be 2 of them crawling around here. Did not just disappear already. There it is. Alright, so, as you see, this is basically a perfect replica of, I believe it is the swamp spider house. No, not the swamp spider house, the oceanside spider house from Majora's Mask. So we're going to go ahead and get all these gold skulltulas in here, minus the ones I told the game we already have from the glitched out soil patches. And then we're going to go ahead and see the last ending. Yep, so you do have to have at least the slingshot to be able to finish this. So I believe, as far as the developer was concerned, this was considered the second ending. Maybe even the first, because you could technically get this... Oh no, because you need the boomerang too. Oh, so yeah, because technically you could get this before the bland birthday party ending. But yeah, for us it's the last one, so... Oh, you know what? I don't really need the Megaton Hammer right now. What I actually need is Deku Sticks. Alright, one little bugger up here. Oh, I will point out where the other patches of soft soil are too. Yeah, so any of these spiders that are just like sitting on top of the barrels, those would have been ones that you had to roll into the barrel to get them to show up in Majora's Mask. Oh, is there one up there? No, there's not. There's one behind that face. lost one. Oh well. And the cool thing is we more or less know when we've got all of them because we'll hear all that rustling stop. Let's go down here. I wanna clear all these rooms one by one. I don't wanna go to one room and then come back here. I wanna just do this whole room now. Sure that just broke. Yep. All right. Whatever. We got 30 Deku sticks. It's not like we're hurting on inventory right now. Alright, so we got this little bastard hiding behind the creepy mask. Oh, you know what? I could probably just stab this one. Now, some of these are a little tricky to pick up with the boomerang, but it would have been cool if we had the hook shot, but it is what it is. There we go. Alright, now there should be one. One right there. I believe that is all of them in this main room here. Now this one's kind of a pain in the ass to pick up. When I tried to do this yesterday, that took me about probably 15 tries to get that one. Alright, so I believe one of these rooms is the room where the people are all chilling from the the cursed family. So let's go ahead up here and do this room first. So we came in from here. So this should be the library. Alright, now there are quite a few of these little shits in here, so... Now this is a big room, so you do kind of have to start moving around a little bit once the ones you have left are too far up. Damn it! Or whatever, we have a slingshot. I was gonna hit it from the top of the bookcase, but this works just fine too. Alright, so we've saved this guy. The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! And we got an adult's wallet, so now we can carry up to 200 rupees. Not that we're gonna need it, because this game is just about over. Alright, so we do have a soft soil patch right here that should give us a gold skulltula, but that's one of the ones I already keyed in with the save editor because it doesn't want to cooperate. I believe there's one up there. I'm gonna say there's a few more in this room. Oh yeah, this one's gonna be a bitch. Or not. Alright, what are we up to right now? We should actually be pretty close. 19 already. And I believe there is one more in this room. Should be a false wall here somewhere. There it is. Oh. Alright, that should be everything in here now. so this room, I believe, goes to the end of the area, so let's go over here first. This should be like the storage room. Yep, alright, so we got this real skulltula here to get rid of. There actually is a Goma larva hiding over here. Alright, so... there's one. Alright, so for this one, we have to kill it from down here. And then climb up and around to collect the token from the loft. Alright, so I think there's 4 more in the, Is there 4 in the last room, or is there 5? I think there's 5. 1 in the crawl space, 1 over... yeah, okay, so... should be... I know there's at least 2 more in here. So this crate should just have 1 in it. Yep. Alright, so here is the 3rd soft soil patch. Now this one I actually did get to spawn the spider when I tried yesterday, but, you know, with my luck I would have only given myself 2 gold skulltulas, and the 2 soft soil patches I got to work yesterday wouldn't work today, so I just went ahead and did the 4. But alright, so we have... where are we at? 25, so we have 5 more to get. And they should all be in that last room. Alright, so... I think we have to kill the regular skulltulas here to get that torch to light. Alright, so that has nothing to do with the torch. Alright, so here is the last soft soil patch, and this is the other one that I could not get to work no matter how many times I tried, but again, we already edited that one in. Alright, so... this switch probably lights the torch. It is a rusted switch, so you need the megaton hammer for this. Oh, I think I just... huh. Alright, so my mistake, so you can't actually complete this until you have the megaton hammer, so let's see what this guy says. The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! The Stone of Agony. Well, that's really of no use to us at this point. Alright, so we got the, let's get the hard one first. Saving that little shit right there for the last one. Let's see here. Now, I don't know if you actually have to burn that web, but I had a bitch of a time getting this token, and then once I burned the web away, I was able to get it just like that. So that's like the one web that the boomerang apparently doesn't ignore. Alright, now you know what? Just for dramatic effect, let's go ahead and get this guy first. Alright, I'm going to double check. We should be at 27. We are at 27. And our last 3 are right up here on the chandelier. We gotta do some really good arching to grab these. Come on. Okay. Alright, that's 28. Alright, 1 left. Alright, so that gives us all 30 gold skulltulas, which I'm not going to lie, the way things were going yesterday, I thought I was going to have to cancel this last episode of the game and just move on to the next one. So, serious shout out for that guy with the save editor. Alright, so we got to leave the room and come back for him to have the curse broken. Alright, so now that there are technically no enemies, because it counted the cursed people towards the enemy count, we have that chest right there. Now before we open that, let's go talk to this guy and get our last skulltula reward. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. We got a giant's wallet that can hold 500 rupees that we absolutely do not need. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this chest. You found the pendant. This will make the perfect present for Princess Zelda. We finally got Zelda a present. Thank you for lifting our curse. Please accept this as a reward. You can use our blue warp to get to the princess's party early. Alright, so the waterfall should go away. Waterfall should... Alright, so, incidentally, we now have the inventory completed for this game. We have the 30 skulltulas, we have the wallet upgrades, we have the... Well, we'll get to that screen in a minute. We have the Stone of Agony, we have the 2 leftover heart pieces. The game gave us the Fire Medallion because it's tied to defeating Volvagia. We got the Zora Sapphire because that's tied to defeating Baronade. We have the 1 song available in this game, the Zelda's Lullaby. We've been to every place in this game that we can go to. This is the completed inventory screen for this game. We have the invitation. We have the pendant now, finally. Oh, apparently that can't be equipped. Alright, Megaton Hammer, Bomb Chew, Ocarina, Maximum Deku Nuts, Maximum Deku Sticks, Maximum Deku Seeds, Boomerang, Fairy in a Bottle. We don't have the Master Sword in the inventory still because we only get that for the Ganon ending, but so this screen is as complete as it's going to get. Alright, so now we're supposed to be able to... Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright, so... Yeah, so they opened the secret passage onto the waterfall so we can get out of here. Did I save? I meant to save. Alright, and if we go up here, we get the exit portal, and once we step into this, we see our final ending, and this part of our Legend of Zelda story is complete. Let's see if we can equip that pendant now. Alright, maybe it's just automatic. Huh? Who? Oh, it's you, Link. You're early. Oh, what's that? Is that a pendant? Is that pendant a present for me? Did you come here early to give me it as a gift? Is it for me? Yeah. Just as I thought. By the way, I know what you did, getting my birthday gifts back. Impa had to ask me if I knew where you were. It was very brave of you, but you shouldn't have put yourself in such danger. I mean, haven't I been doing that right along? I do wonder who had the gift stolen in the first place. Naboru! And why? Because she wasn't invited. Maybe someone felt left out. I mean, after all, you can't invite everyone to the castle. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away and didn't even properly thank you for your thoughtful gift. Thank you very much. I'm touched. How to make everyone feel included. I know. I'll throw a huge party for everyone in Hyrule to attend. That way no one's left out. Is that a good idea? Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's party. This is gonna be great. And there we have it. So we're going to call that the best ending, because when Link When Link foolishly unsealed Ganon, but was able to seal him again, the Triforce came to him and allowed him to see into the future. And so that this is why I say we can piece together that Naboru was the one who stole the presents. And then, ultimately, if things had gone as they were originally going to go, Hyrule Castle would have been overtaken by, presumably, Ganondorf and the Gerudo tribe, who, you know, Naboru all of a sudden pledged her loyalty to him when she felt outcasted by the rest of the kingdom. So, since we ended up doing that big party and everybody got included, per the lore of this, actually, maybe I'll save that one for when we get to Twilight Princess. So let's say, as of right now, we can anticipate that after the ending of this game, everything was peaceful for a little while, and that's how we'll leave it until we start the next game. So we already went over the 100% completion. We looked at all the screens, so I'm just going to stop this one right here. So, once again, massive shout out to whoever made that website that has the save editor, because without that save editor, I would not have been able to do this last episode and finish the game. So, again, I will post a link to that website, specifically to the Ocarina of Time save editor, in the video description. I'll put it down at the bottom after the there's no after the boss timestamps, the whole one that we'll have. So yeah, so thanks to that, this game is done at 100% completion, unlike Voyager of Time, which was just way too glitchy and had too many problems to do 100%. So let's see what comes next. So our next game in the Zelda series Let's Play is going to be another unofficial beta project called Legend of Zelda Master of Time. And if you follow the Zelda ROM hacking community, you all know that Master of Time is easily one of the best ones out there. I'm gonna play it partially blind, but I am probably going to look up enough to make like a reliable checklist for where everything is, because I do want to kind of do what I've done with Ocarina of Time and try to like pick up everything I can as I go. That way we don't have like this huge 2-part, 3-hour a piece interlude towards the end where I go around collecting everything. I am going to attempt 100% on Master of Time. So, I'm going to try to give myself an idea of when and where to go to collect stuff like the heart pieces and capacity upgrades and all that. But yeah, so might be a couple weeks of no Zelda videos while I prepare to start that game. But I'll be back with it eventually. And then if you're a fan of the wrestling content that I put on here, we got quite a bit more of that coming over the next couple weeks. So I know it's a little slow right now, but once I'm done laying out all the groundwork for everything that's coming, we'll pick up again. I may sneak in like a couple Halloween-themed games, like one-offs, as we get closer to Halloween. I mean, let's be real, it's Labor Day weekend right now, so Halloween season starts, Tuesday and goes all the way to October 31st, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm one of those Halloween people. Yes, I know. But yeah. So I think I've ranted and raved long enough. Zelda's birthday is complete. Hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Hope everybody enjoyed this game. This is one of the, if not the very first Ocarina of Time ROM hack that was made. And, I thought it was fun. I mean, not happy about that game-breaking glitch, but, we got around it. So, thank you all for watching. And we'll see you back in, again, probably a week or two for the start of Master of Time.